Oh, there you are. Hey guys, it's Dale Walker, Bullshot. We're at the last test and tune in Fallon, Top Gun, our local track. And it's 4,500 feet track, about a half-second slow. Anyway, I've got a lot of changes to the bike, all different shifting configuration, softer springs in the clutch, a lower RPM launch, a second and a half progressive with the nitrous. Last time I was there, I moved the tire away, so I'm softening it up, trying to get it, through the 60 foot, and that's the deal. I've float levels a little bit high, but I think it's going to be all right. I've been working on it now for a couple hours in the trailer. We were up really late last night with the MT-09, so didn't get much sleep. So anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully in about, 30-40 minutes I'm going to make the first pass. We'll see if it leaves the start line, but it does. I've got the nitrous spread now, about 4,000 on the fuel. It was a little lean up on top. I don't want to put power jets in these, so I'm going to just spread the nitrous and do it that way. So a lot of unknowns, a lot of changes. Hopefully it kills the motor, shifts, and gets down through there. So we'll find out. So we'll see you after the next run. Shifted, got all the way down through there. The motor's happy. Checked the air fuel, it's rich. It's about 11 to 1, anywhere from 10.8 to 11.5. We're safe on that all the way up. At the shift points it goes lean, that's because you shut the motor off between the shifts. That's fine. I'm not messing with tuning. Now it's, how do we get it to leave? What do I got to adjust? Do I got to ramp the nitrous in earlier? Do I need to go up on the nitrous a little bit? Do I need to make it come on a hair earlier on the clutch lever switch? Do I need to raise the RPM limit launch? What do you think? I think I better only do two things at once. I'm thinking of leaving everything the same. I'll raise the rev limit up, the stutter, 1,000 RPM. It might still bog, but it'll let it recover and get through there, hopefully. Might not. And on the clutch switch itself, that starts everything, I think I'm going to go in like a half or three-quarter turn on the little plunger. Just two things. And we'll see what it does. I don't really want to apply more power yet, because once it did start pulling, it was shattering the tire already here. This track only holds so much. That was a 130, 160 foot with all that crap going on. And then slowly recovered, got it in second, pinned it, got it straightened out. I got the kill time super long. I'm going to leave it like that. It's shifting just to sort other things out. So anyway, it went 9 flat. Yeah, 9 flat with a 5 at 162.33 just then. And that's what got a real mess of the 330. So let's make a couple changes and see what happens. All you can do. Hang on. Okay, go. Alright guys, after months and months, finally made a lap. Thank you, Lord. So now we got something to work with, okay? So, yeah, so I raised the RPM 1,000 RPM. Went a half a turn in on the clutch switch to bring the nitrous on a little sooner. And I adjusted the little shift button so my thumb could get to it a little easier. It's still not good. But it's pig fat. It's almost 10 to 1. Alright? It's okay. We can lean it out. Better than starting the other way. Alright, so I got 2024s, which is way spread. I never spread them, hardly any. Better safe than sorry. So I'm going to take 2,000. I'm not going to put power in it yet. It did go. Thought it probably would go a little better. I don't know what this track has in it. Still shook the tire a little. Went a 125 60 footer. At most high altitude tracks, this bike normally runs about a 117 or 18 best. Okay, you're down on power no matter what. But I have tiny little jets in it. Okay, so 541/8, 127, and then so around an 848, 157. With a crappy run the run before, I ran 162, almost 163, but I short shifted the 5th gear. The reason it did that is because it's so pig fat, it still makes torque, but it's not making a lot of top end. So we're going to pull some fuel out of it. I'm going to take 2,000s out of the I'm going to take 2/1000 out of the fuel jets and just bring the spread together. I'm not going up on the power. I'm just going to fine tune what we have. I had the timing back way up to 22 degrees total, which is way back. I'm going to go to 26 total. Putting it in 28. We're going to still be safe. I'm going to go 26 degrees. I'm going to go 22 on the fuel, 20 on the nitrous. It's just a baby load, but I'm slowly going to chip away, get that fuel out, or try to get the air fuel around 12 to 1. Okay, I raised the rev limit to 12.5 in case I get late on the button. I'm getting close to the limit, and I can make a clean shift and still at 12. I'm going to put a fresh set of plugs in it. I have some super cold NGK race plugs in it now, number 10s, and I think one's starting to go away. So I'm going to put some D9s in it, clean that up, and then just a couple normal maintenance items. Not changing anything else. So hopefully I get one more pass, and then we come tomorrow too. Once I perfect this, then we can start slowly putting a little more power in it, okay? So hopefully get one more run. Let's find out. Hallelujah. God bless my kitty Zorro. He was riding with me. I just had to put my 20-year-old cat down. But I bet he was proud of me. Anyway, so the changes obviously worked. We went at 817 with the old sled. 157. Severe crosswinds out there. First and second, I brought the rev limit up. Luckily I did, because I didn't get to the button until 12,200. Like to shift it about 11. So my reflexes are off a little bit, so I've got it set at 11. That's not why I'm second, because a lot of stuff's happening. It's still kind of chattering the tire a little bit. The button's kind of hard to reach how it's set up, but I'm dealing with it because they made a nice smooth pass. So, yeah, what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm coming back. This is an all-day thing for 3 runs. That's what it takes, you know, when you're trying to get something to work. So it's been months of coming to this point here, but now we have stuff to work with. You got to remember, this is 4,500 feet. This track's a ½ second slow. I got little teeny baby 20s in there for nitrous. That's a smidge. I used to run up in the mid-30s. That's like an earthquake being a 5.8 compared to a 6.10. You know, it's huge difference. But anyway, yeah, 120, 60 foot, which is okay for this track. I done at Palmdale, about 3,000 feet. It used to run 118, 117, 116, stuff like that. But it would run in the 7s. But I was running much bigger. I had two kits on it. And right now we don't have that. I ran 132 in the 8th, and I ran an 817, and I ran 157. But what happened was I got out there, over-revved it, but not to the rev limit. Still made a clean shift. It's still, the shift time still needs to be quicker, but it's improved quite a bit. And got into 3rd, and then severe crosswinds started pushing. I was in the left lane, started pushing me towards the center line. And I kept in it, had it tipped on the tire a little bit, but no wiggling, no doing any of this stuff. And so, you know, I'm going to ride it out unless it becomes unsafe. You know, I know how to get out of it early. That's why I'm still alive. But I rode through it, but the straightaway, the track was like one big arcing corner, pretty much the whole length. And 5th, I finally got it kind of back-centered. I never had to back out of it. The wind slowed it down, I'm sure. So yeah, 817, 157. And that's pretty damn good for here. In Sacramento, that would definitely be 4 or 5 tenths quicker. So, and that'd be probably 780 or something like that. The speed, I think a lot of it has to do with the wind, but also I think we're kind of maxed out on top end power with these tiny jets on it. So come over here, I'll show you real quick. My niece is filming for me. So here's the WeGo. And anyway, so here is the last run. Remember, I've got the stutter box set at 7,000. So here I am at 7,000. All these bumps here. All right, and this right here is where I let the clutch out. Okay, and then it pulls the motor down. Here's the air fuel over here. It goes full lean when it's on the stutter box because it's shutting the ignition off and on with the throttle wide open. That's no big deal. Okay, and then we come down here and see it pulled it down to 62,585 RPM, and then it's recovering. Here's my air fuel for an instant. It's still recovering from the clutch being dropped and the ignition being off. Okay, and then we're coming up here, and this is where it's on the gas. It's making a clean pass, but it's pulling like a mother, and I wanted to get situated on the bike. And so finally I get the shift, and boom, look over here, 12,295. Poor old thing. Okay, so now we're in second, and look at the air fuel. It's clear down to 10.6 for an instant. Okay, we can still take some fuel out of it. That 16 is just because it's recovering from the kill. Okay? Kill time. Or the interrupt. These jaggedy, it's because the track's bumpy. I'm hitting little bumps and the tire's probably barely spinning. Not enough where I can even tell in the saddle. Okay, so that's second. Boom, here's third gear. See, I'm hitting my shift point pretty good. What I'm going to do, I want to shift at about 11, 11.2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my shift light down to 10, 750. Because I'm a little slow. I'm not like I was when I was a youngster, but hey, I could still ride it. That's a good thing. I was very happy when I got to the end. Okay, so now we're in third. Going along in third. Up, 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 up. Look at the airfield on the right. See, we're still 11, 10, 7, 11, 10, 9. Okay, now we're shifting it to fourth. Right here. Fourth, I hit my shift point pretty good. See, 11, 1, 9. Now we're in fourth gear. There's my shift. I short shifted a little bit. That's a good thing. Now we're in fifth. Up, up, up. See the airfield? It's pretty good. Okay, and then right now we're getting to the end of the track. And I start rolling out of it right now, and it's decelling. That's why the airfield went way up. So anyway, that's how the WeGo works, and you can store it all, and you can look at it. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more fuel out of it tomorrow. I'll lean it out a little more. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.